Here we go. Okay, here's the stream. Here we are. Okay, here we are. What's going on today, guys? Welcome to another live stream. It's been over 2 weeks since I went live. For this stream, we are continuing the 2025 Open Rails excursion runs. Even though this is going to be a historic freight train that I'll be driving, so I'd say it's a photo charter. Going to be starting the third half, so I'd say welcome to the third half of the season. We are starting it off with a special photo charter run with the SP Cab Forward on the Cascade subdivision, going from Calamus to Klamath Falls, Oregon. Yeah. Okay. Let's press start. This stream is, quick heads up, this probably isn't gonna be that long of a stream. If I'm right, that is. Let me bring the chat up here. There we go. Excuse me. So yeah, I've been trying to. It's been 2 weeks. Like I was supposed to start this. Excuse me. What I'm trying to say is I was supposed to do this last week, but stuff kept on coming up, and including the weekend. I had a friend over for a sleepover. Yeah. Today's Wednesday. I finally get the day, and yeah. So yeah, here we are, on board, Southern Pacific Cab Forward, steam engine. Okay, why am I frozen? Why is the game freezing up? What's going on here? Oh gee, it crashed! Wow, I can't get over the fact that the game crashed. Right at the beginning it crashes. Fucking shit. Can't believe my game crashed while I was on stream. Just for when I was about to start, it crashes right out of the blue. For what reason? Wow. Can't remember when was the last time I crashed. Because this computer doesn't like me. Yeah, I'm actually raging because my computer kicked me out of the game. Well, I'm hopping back on. Don't let this be a failure. Fuck. Okay. Tell you let's release that. Jeez. Anyways. Put that up, and the water supplies are empty, but it's not that long of a run, so. Nor do we need any diesel helpers, and yeah. Anyways, here we go. There's no sound for the for the pumpers or for the other sounds. Now brakes are released. Here we go. cars completed with a caboose on the back of the train, and yeah. There's the caboose on the back of the train. So what a lot of steam trains had the back cabooses. Cabooses on railroads were in use until about the early 90s is when they slowly started getting discontinued, if I'm right, that is. You guys could always correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was in the early 90s. So... It's probably a fair-sized train, and yeah. There she goes, roaring along the lake to Klamath Falls, Oregon. And look at there, we get a caboose shot. A view from inside the caboose. Yeah. I'm live streaming right now. Another caboose view, another view from inside the caboose. Yeah, that is awesome. That's from behind the caboose, and yeah. To 60, so we can go as fast as we can, as long as it doesn't exceed 60 miles per hour. That's what it's actually called, a van. It has a flashing thing that being said SBU or ETO, entering device, but it's when they didn't have that back then. accidentally applied the flippin'... I had accidentally applied the, excuse me. What I'm trying to say is that I accidentally applied the handbrake. Can't even release it now. Release, release. There, now released. Can't believe I accidentally applied the handbrake. I wasn't even ready to stop yet. Accidentally apply the handbrake again, especially if I'm not ready to stop yet. Into the yard where it will be serviced, we will now slowly bring it to a stop after descending downhill into the yard. Brakes are set and it's lurching to a stop, which is okay. I actually wanted to stop anyways, especially if we are at the end of this run now, and yeah. Successful run. I had a feeling this would be a shorter one, shorter than the last runs that I did, and yeah. So yeah, I've had not too many people say anything in the chat, but that's okay. We all have those streams every now and then, but that's okay. Anyways, that will be it for this live stream, guys. This wraps it up for today's live stream. I hope you guys have enjoyed this stream and this run. Be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, turn notifications on, leave comments, and I will see you guys in my other videos, and of course see you guys in my other live streams. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in my other streams. Peace out, everybody.